He learned to search for sex behind fuzzy stations that collect glimpses of ecstasy effects. With assistance from a faulty connect, he could only dissect visual spect, flashes of skin protruding, flanked by lines stretched to the corners of a television set, eluding to the kind of quenching a boy thirsted he'd be exuding. Moans peak from the sound of vibrating static, somewhat climactic, was erratic thrusting that seemed to harmonize with his speculations. He found sex in illustrations that serenade the mind of the young, searching for enough breakthrough to see through. So he would wiggle the antenna in eagerness for a better view, to see pay per view. Now he pays per view because the television, which tried to protect a vision, gave enough of a vision to make a mental incision, deeply wounding the mind of a boy searching for a definition the television improperly defined. With men who learned the same lesson about sex aligned, he was inclined to believe this is sex as God designed. Lousy music, sweat, and banging flesh of the well-endowed is not good unless she's bowed and groans loud. He can brag to the men that make up the crowd to listen to his stories of sex that make his father proud. The only advice he was ever given was to wear a rubber. He didn't have to rub her, hug her, let alone love her, just deter her from making him a father. Should a break occur, and his seed uses her womb as its chauffeur. And even that's okay as long as the ride crashes. But if it survives, be the baby daddy that she bashes. And now that perspective clashes, but not before making gashes in the design the enemy thrashes. And now it's a badge of honor to nurse rashes as he trashes the protection his election now burns in smoke and ashes. Porn taught him how a woman is to be used, an object of his infection, a remedy to an ego bruised, an old-fashioned washing machine that he can grate the grimiest parts of himself on and tell her not to drain the filth, so pollution he can manipulate her to depend on. How many holes can one man fill with the sacred sword he never learned to wield, never learned to yield across fleshly fields, burdened to restore him to fullness when empty he feels? So let his pride be found within the penis that ejects his shield whenever he desires to conceal the hurt his heart reveals.